Hello, all my gorgeous souls. This is the weekly healing messages for May 4th through 11th. Now, May is going to be incredibly powerful and incredibly sensitive. First thing Spirit is telling me, you've got to do what you've got to do to get yourself spiritually elevated. Because everything this month is going to deal with your creativity, your manifestation, and your ability to know what you do and do not believe. Because your thought patterns is going to create that manifestation, and you have a threefold coming in at the end of the month. A major, powerful threefold. Now, this is really only for the 4th through the 11th. So first off, happy Mother's Day to everybody out there who's a mother. Second off, you have May 5th, 5/5, which is all about abundance with the ability to shift and change quickly. To work with that, but to deeply still stay loyal to what's important to you, even though you have to adapt. It's going to be a very positive energy, but if you're not in a positive space, it's going this month, if you're not in a positive space, this month can very much punch you in the gut. And this is why I'm saying get yourself to whatever you've got to do to help yourself, burn your incense, wear your oils, whatever it does that helps keep your mind elevated on a more positive vibration, because it's incredibly important to your manifestation. Starting now, you have the 5/5 for this month. You also have the full moon in Scorpio. I'm sorry for looking like that, but that's the full moon is going to be questioning everybody. Relationships, 12th house, everything. It's not getting along with most people, and then when it is, it's kind of in a very unpredictable energy, which could make it go in any direction. Scorpio, I like to put out there, is like a night in Vegas. Scorpio energy is about sexuality, but it's about transformation. It's very direct. I like to put Scorpio energy with the fire signs, even though it's an emotional sign. It's the most emotional of all. It's also like its own little detective, and it will go in overdrive. I like to call it a night in Vegas at the same time. It's like, so we were drinking tonight and I liked you and you were great. And now that the night's over and I'm sober and it's the next day, why are you still here? It's like the bad marriages that happen when you get drunk in Vegas. So this energy is very much going to pull up everything and bring it into light. But here's the kicker. You have Saturn, which is going to go retrograde on the 11th. You have Venus, which is going to go retrograde on the 13th. You have Jupiter, which is going to go retrograde on the 14th. You have Pallas, which is going to go retrograde on the 18th. All of these planets are in shadow. So even though you may or may not realize it, they're really only lurking at the more darker aspects of things. But after they go into retrograde, they're only then communicating with you and become more of on your side and helping you to figure out why it was showing you those darker aspects. That's always about healing. That's always about coming into your power. That's always about coming into your value. Finding liberation and inner emotional security. I said at the beginning of the year that a lot of this energy is like having a foundation where the house is on a bad foundation and the shit's falling through. So we're learning where the foundation is bad And we're learning how to fill it back with strength so that the house that it sits on, the house that sits on that foundation, is secure again. I also said this was a 4-year. It's a leap year. It's the year with the leap. But it also was told that it was a number 5 year. I was saying this in the beginning of the year, which means it's all about adaptability and change quickly by sticking to what's loyally, truthfully important to you. 4 means the universe is going to have its way. So you better get on board and work with it, not against it. And here is part of the thing. From the 7th through the 11th, Mars and Ceres are starting to conjunct. Even though Mars is still in Aquarius, they're both moving into Pisces. Ceres is already in Pisces. Ceres is too close to home. She also is the threefold. She speaks to you similar to Cancer energy in the form of what have you nurtured or what have you neglected? This energy with Mars coming in, Mars enters Pisces on the 13th. So technically this week Mars is still in the community from a universal standpoint, but the energy's coming into that 12th house and starting to conjunct. Ceres is in the 12th house. She's picking even more than the shadow planets that are about to retrograde. She's picking at what are you nurturing and what are you neglecting? And what do I got to do to make you see? So you get on the right path with nurturing that inner value, inner liberation. Self-worth, self-value, self-esteem, inner emotional security. You still have Taurus energy with the sun here and Mercury this week. Coming into conjunction with Uranus, not very far from it. Independence, individuality, uniqueness, freedom, self-worth, self-value, self-esteem. Second house, possessive energies, possessive possessions. I'm going to learn how to say that. Either tapping into your possessions, things that you love like your crystals that make you feel good and help you come into your personal power, or the things that go against your power and into your possessive energies where you're controlling and trying to push things and make them happen. This is all about coming into singing your soul song. Not about the possessive power. Not about... Eris is in conjunction. Not conjunction. Eris is in Aries. She's in direct opposition all month with Make, the lotus flower. Speaking to you about your spiritual, soulful growth of coming back to you. Do you feel like you're in the fucking swamp? You can't see the light? Are you finally starting to see a new way? Or are you finally starting to bloom and get that fresh air? Eris is Medusa, trouble, toil, strife, and injustice. If you are holding on to the pride that continuously, like a vampire, trying to suck the energy out of something that's already dead, then you're going backwards. Listen, I know you hear the ambulance. This is about moving forward and having the courage, the power, and the strength to move forward and to trust in your value, yourself and your confidence, and believe in yourself and love yourself back to a full foundation of new structure so that you can build upon it. This entire month is going to be asking you what you've been nurturing and what you've been neglecting. Keep your vibrations high because your manifestation is going to come powerfully quick. And if you're in a lower vibration and in your head and in your shit, you're going to do twice as much back building to have to manifest it into a positive. This is the time to rise. I love you guys. Bye.